Grand Rising. Today is Wednesday, December 27th, 1442 on the ancient moon calendar, 1443 on the ancient sun calendar, and 2022 on the Greco-Roman calendar. Empire State of Morocco, United States for America, Moorish National Republic Federal Government, Societas Republicae e Almorcanos, Moorish Divine and National Movement of the World, Northwest Amexem, Northwest Africa, North America, the North Gate, and the adjoining Amerikan Islands, Temple of the Moon and Sun, the true and de jure natural peoples, heirs of the land, Islam, I self-law and master. Empire State of Morocco, Universal Sovereign, Original, Indigenous, Natural, Divine, Affidavit. Universal Sovereign, Original, Indigenous, Ancient, Moorish, American, Sovereign, Chief Executive Officer, Sovereign Chief Financial Officer, Sovereign Chief Operating Officer. Defense, Production, Law. Sharon Ann Thompson, in capitis diminution nolo in proprio persona sui in red ink, in proprio persona sui juris, in proprio solo and in proprio heredis. Justice Vizier Minister. Notice to agent is notice to principal, notice to principal is notice to agent. All rise and stand and remain standing into perpetuity. This is a sovereign living ancient Moorish American Moroccan Article 3 consular court action. I'm the sovereign living Justice Sharon Ann Johnson in capitis diminutio nolo in red ink, in proprio persona sui juris, in proprio solo and in proprio heredis. My sovereign appellation of nobility is Shasha Ann Bey, and my matrimonial appellation is Sharon Ann Martini. Both are in capitis diminutio nolo in red ink, in proprio persona sui juris, in proprio solo and in proprio heredis. All Moors hereby place our full faith, trust, and credit in the people who are the sovereign, original, indigenous, natural, divine, living, ancient, de jure Moorish National Republic Federal Government, Moorish American Consular, and Moorish Universal Moorish American Consular Court. Whereas I and all Moorish Americans are the sovereign, universal, original, indigenous, natural, divine, de jure law and government on our ancient, holy, sovereign, ancestral, inherited lands at America. We are ascendant spiritum returned alive. We are the ascendants of the great pharaohs of Kemet and of the ancient Moabites and Canaanites. We are the sovereign creditors to all nations at earth. We are the executors, trustees, ministers, claimants, heirs, possessors, and beneficiaries of our own vast estate. Whereas we are the sovereign chief executive officers, chief financial officers, and the chief operating officers for all commerce, companies, and resources on our land. We are many original indigenous sovereign governments and nations who are one to include the de jure Moorish National Republic Federal Government, the Moorish American Consulate, and the sovereign Moorish American Consular Court. We are exercising sovereign personam jurisdiction, sovereign territorial jurisdiction, and sovereign subject matter jurisdiction over all matters, space, and time nunc-pro-tunc. Whereas we are not a part of the capitalism system, and the capitalism system is subject to us. All on our land is a resource for use by the sovereign Moorish American government at our will, as we are the creditors to all nations on earth. Whereas we always only in the jurisdiction of our ancient ancestral inherited estate at all times, nunc-pro-tunc. Whereas our sovereign governmental ministries include making and enforcing the sovereign supreme law for the land, possession of ancient burial lands, and uplifting falling humanity, among other sovereign ministries, as we so proclaim and as given by our ancestors. Whereas we are the rightful possessors for all land and all property, all natural resources, and all commerce that was falsely presumed abandoned, as there is no abandoned land, no abandoned property, no abandoned natural resources, nor any abandoned commerce on our estate. We proclaim salvation and sovereign salvage for all land, all natural resources, all commerce, and all living property. No natural resources, nor any abandoned commerce on duplicates there. We proclaim salvation and sovereign salvage for all land and all natural resources, all commerce, all living beings. Additionally, all land in America is ancient ancestral burial land, as all was hidden and is now revealed to all. Whereas our sovereign right to our ancestral burial lands is unalienable and inalienable. We are enjoined with our sovereign living lands, burial mounds, and ancient buried sites. We hereby save and salvage our own vast estates, for we are the salvation for our lands. We have already begun preying on our lands daily, therefore we hereby access all our lands and all our properties, natural resources and all commerce without the United States. Our missionary work to uplift fallen humanity shall continue, and our prey time shall not be disturbed for any reason. We hereby exercise all sovereign rights with access to and dominion over all land, all natural resources, and all sovereign commerce. We are the law, and we are the government. Whereas the Moorish American flag shall fly publicly at all territories on our land in the now term. Non-quota. Whereas the American Provost Marshal has been notified. All sovereign, original, indigenous, ancient, divine, Moorish American autographs affirming this and all sovereign, original, indigenous, ancient Empire State of Morocco and the de jure Moorish National Republic Federal Government documents are on the public record at America, ancient Morocco, Northwest Semexem, Northwest Africa, the North Gate, Turtle Island, Gaia, Midgard, Chronos time immemorial into perpetuity. Ego sum, Sharon Ann Piet Johnson, Justice Museum Minister, in capitis diminution nolo, in red ink, in propria personis sui juris, in propria solo, and in propria heredis. This sovereign justice stands as law, and in the language of our ancient foremothers and forefathers. Amen, amen, dico vobis, quaecumque allegeritis super terram erunt ligata et in caello, et quaecumque solveritis super terram erunt soluta et in caello. Amen, amen, dico vobis, quaecumque allegeritis super terram erunt ligata et in caello, et quaecumque solveritis super terram erunt soluta. Amen, amen, dico vobis, quaecumque allegeritis super terram erunt ligata et in caello, et quaecumque solveritis super terram erunt soluta et in caello. Court is adjourned. Malende, Jesu. Peace and love.